Like millimeters like this, centimeters like this, their positioning can actually matter a lot. And Kha'Zix wants to go in. I just want to W him. W. I know he can actually go on us, so I just want to go on him really hard. Then he actually end up getting the... Oh, ulti, W flash. Good, really good, really good, really good. What's going on, guys? That's it in today. Another banger video. AD carry, we're gonna learn AD carry. If you want to learn AD carry, wave management, lane phase drafting, if you really want to learn how to play AD carry properly, make sure to watch this until the end. This is gonna be an amazing video for you. So we're gonna go to analyze one game that I had. This is again Master Tier. It's again on my one of my Smurf account. So let's take a look from draft, lane phase, wave management to the mid game. So let's take a look how you have to play. And obviously, if you really want to learn AD carry, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to get better on AD carry. So let's take a look at this. Draft. Let's see how you have to play the draft. Okay, the first question as per usually, what support do you play, sir? I can adapt. Obviously, if you can adapt, if you play 1 or 2 champions, then just pick your best. But if you have 2 champions, minimum, or 3 that you're really comfortable on them, obviously try to pick the best champion with your support. But the most important thing when you draft is to pick good champion against the enemy team, more than if you have synergy or what does my team composition need and stuff like that. So now I ban, you can ban whatever, Pike, Draven, Nautilus, like whatever you hate replaying against, Ambessa, Super OP in high elo, but in low elo, you know, it just really depends on, it's so much preference, right? Okay, so I'm second pick right now. Ideally I don't want to pick, but obviously jungle and AD carry, they are like pretty blind pickable role. I see Emilio here, so I'm asking him to swap. Usually in like if you play Grandmaster Challenger, this is suboptimal. You should pick your AD carry and that's it. But this is Master, and below Master I try to do it, especially if they actually show their champion, like that they are maining Emilio, for example. I just swap. It's not like necessarily the best because support is important to counter pick. But if you play in a rank where you're not actually trusting that your support will counter pick or your support will change his pick, then I think being AD carry counter pick is not that bad. Of course, for solo queue, because for anything else it is bad. You should pick AD carry first. Okay, so let's see what he's gonna... We have Emilio, so I need to pick something good against the Nami and Vayne. So Caitlyn is really good, but she's banned. Ashe is really good against these 2 people. MF is really good. Jinx is okay. Kha'Zix and Nami, if we get behind, it's gonna be a bit hard. Varus is really good against Vayne and Nami. So there are a lot of champions that are really good against these 2. So Ashe, Varus, MF. So my best champions are Ashe, Varus, and Ezreal. So MF, she's not in my champion pool, so I don't even think about picking MF. So it's gonna be Ashe or Varus, and in this case, both are very good in the enemy team. Both are blind pickable. So then the answer is, what is better with Emilio? Ashe. Okay, then I just pick Ashe. You see, that's how I really make a plan in the draft. I ask myself first, and if let's say I don't have a good champion with Emilio, but I have a really good champion into these 2 or these 3 people, then that's fine. That's fine. Like for example, here MF, if you're main MF, she's fine. Okay, she's not that good with Emilio, but she's good into MF, Nami, and Vayne. So if you don't have a big champion pool, still the most important thing is my champion good into the enemy bot lane and enemy composition? And then if whether you have synergy or not, it is a bonus. Okay, it is just a bonus. You have it, it's good, it's nice. So let's see. In terms of the runes, I probably go little tempo. PTA is also like really good, especially in the lanes when you can win the lane very hard. I don't have an engaged support and I do not go PTA in this specific case. I just go for the little tempo. Obviously, as per usual, we go for this is good because they don't have tanks, and this is always good because it's Ashe. You need a lot of attack speed. This is standard, so that's how I play. So let's take a look at this. So obviously when you play Ashe, it's really important 2 things. You have a good ultimate usage, and 2, have E usage that is really good, that you always spot the enemy jungle. This is the most important thing on Ashe in the early game, and then later on, yes, the ultimate is important, but also like the kiting becomes more and more important. So let's take a look to see what I did in this specific game and how to play it properly. It is a Vayne Nami, so I play Ashe. Ashe is really strong into the Vayne. I have Professor. I check. So this is how I actually use Professor. I check to see if someone is like really good. Or you see we have Grandmaster Challenger last season. So this is not a really like, this is not a silver game, guys. Don't worry. I'm not playing silver games. This is UNE. So maybe like Challenger here is like maybe Master on AOS. So it's not like absolutely insane pro player level for sure. But it's a decent rank, and I think that it's actually relevant to what, you know, a Master tier game. High diamond, mid diamond on AOS if you make the conversion from UNE to AOS. There is that. We need to stomp. I took PTA here because I really want to win the laney phase. The little tempo, I don't think it's bad. They're squishy and we need to win the laney phase. So PTA is not bad. Little tempo, especially because of the 8% more damage that you get if you get PTA. And since it's a Vayne, I know we need to win the early game. I just want to take that. I take barrier because there is no cleansable spell in this one. Nami, Vayne, Kha'Zix. Are you having trouble converting your early game advantages into wins? Feel like your damage output is lower than it should be and you feel like you're putting in the work but you're not seeing really the results? My name is Pizaiz with a track record of coaching over 3,659 players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. Here is what I've accomplished with my clients. Right here you can see Silver 1 to Emerald 4 in 1 month time with 1 coaching session. This guy right here got to Grandmaster in NA after when the first coaching session we've done, he was hard stuck in Diamond 2. Alex right here, he was Gold 4 1 year and a half ago and he got to Grandmaster 800 LP peak after the coaching session. Here is his master account after just being a gold player a year and a half ago. This is what the coaching session can do to your gameplay. And here is something that you might find inspiring. I've personally climbed from Iron to Diamond with dealing with 200 ping. Now I'll actually get Master Tier with 200 ping on this account that you're gonna see right now. As you can see right here, this is Emerald 1 with very decent win rate on some of the champions and I'm playing pretty well in high Emerald to low Diamond. And I actually play Ezreal as well, as you guys can see right here, and I'm not really scared. If I can achieve this against high Emerald players and low Diamonds playing with such a huge handicap, 200 ping Ezreal, imagine what we can accomplish together with you playing under optimal conditions. Are you ready to see the real progress that you can do? Go to pizaiz.com and book your coaching session now. Let's improve and get better together. There's Syndra, but I'm not really caring much. So I already see that my support is very, very bad. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing. We're winning so hard against Vayne Nami. I ping all in and he's pinging danger, danger. Like, we're winning so unbelievably hard. Ashe is one of the best champion in the early game because, I mean, little tempo, but even with PTA. And Milio, the fact that he has 2 shields at level 1 is just over. So the moment I saw his calls, I'm already like a bit paranoid about this guy. So I'm not gonna play as aggressive as I would with a human on bot lane, with like a really good player. But I still trust that he's gonna shield me from time to time. Of course, you know, he will shield me sometime. I say in the brush, my intention is not to all in. I just poke him back. I can try to go all in because I have 2 shields on the Milio. But in this specific case, since I don't trust this guy that he's gonna, you know how to play Milio and know how strong we are right now, I just W and back off. Like, I try to auto attack, back off. Usually W and back off is better, but here I was like, okay, if Milio is gonna shield me, we have 2 shields, we can just literally all in them. As we can see, I'm pressuring them really hard. This Vayne is a decent player, a Diamond to Master player. Try to play the brush. I do have Sweeper, obviously, because it's the lane where we perma get prio. We see that the Milio does not really know what he's doing. He's just pushing in a lane where they insanely win so hard. I ping only once. W on the Nami. I know she's gonna W, but I just back off, so she only W's in. The wave doesn't go back to her. Super good. And then right here, try to go in very hard because obviously we have Milio shield. Step into the brush. Pull the minions. Vayne can't really do shit here. Pay attention to this. Just zone, just zone, just zone, just zone. I only ping the Milio once, and if he doesn't follow, then I would just let him be. A lot of people, they don't actually follow when you're pinging them to not hit the wave. They keep hitting the wave. I wouldn't ping more than once. If they don't understand the first time, they will not understand the second time. Don't push here. Just want to zone here. Really, really good. I wanted like to get a shield. We see that he doesn't actually shield me when he needs to. But now I just keep the wave here. We're not gankable. I just want to make a big wave. Maybe Graves can come. But now I actually pushed a little bit too fast because we just try to punish. I use E. Anyways, I'm not really scared of the enemy jungle. So right now is GG. Okay, W, really, really good. We're going for a ward. This is quite greedy, the fact that he goes towards the brush, but since they are level 2 in this specific case, is fine. I try to punish them as much as possible right here, and I would have liked the Milio to actually shield me as well. Try to dodge that. Tanking quite decent minion damage, which is not good. I try to crush this. Graves is pretty close to us, but I can't say he's really close, so we need to still be careful. Punish of these minions. We need to crush this. Can use my potion. But here I'm still not really in any danger. Trying to punish on every CS on this Vayne. She has 10 farm, I have 19. I see that this solution of pushing works. So right now, like, I can keep pushing or I can just pull the minions to the brush, stay into the brush, Grace is on the river. We have decent vision there. W, back off. They can't really do much because I always go into the brush after I punish them. So right now it's really difficult to play Vayne. I mean, this is why in high low draft matters so much, because if the Ashe is a human, if the guy that has the counter matchup is a human, he will win. Of course, if this is Emerald, you'll probably lose in CS and it's gonna be hard, but it is still winnable. In like Masterclass, the Ashe has to make a big mistake, so we don't need to give any, like you guys can see, like any minion that she gets, I'm on her face, you know. I'm just not letting her play the game. And now Milio is like waking up. He probably had like a hangover, like a rough day, so now he's like waking up. I really like this, waking up, punishing them, W on both of them always if I can. It's super important. I use my E, always keep myself in safe range of the enemy jungle. Now I'm gonna keep slow pushing. There's no reason to crush now. I want to crush as many waves as possible so we can have as many minions in the tower as possible when we crush, so we can get as many plates as possible. W on both of them here, really good. And then now after I crush, obviously I'm gonna pressure them. No reason to recall. We have a big wave right here. We know Kha'Zix is there, or like enemy jungle. I'm not sure who is the enemy jungle right now. And I try to be pretty careful in terms of the Nami bubble, but other than that, I'm gonna be super aggressive. Stay on the left here, so I'm gonna be pretty safe. I try to ping assistance. I try to say W me, because we can see that he's actually having full mana and doesn't use his champ. This is a bit, I was a bit mad, and this is usually what I don't recommend you to do this. I don't recommend to do this, but in this case, I mean, it's such an easy thing to do, to just W me. If he was playing like a hooker, I wouldn't say please hook, because hooking actually takes, you know, a lot of understanding about when to hook. But, you know, if he plays Lulu or Milio, he just needs to press a spell on you, then that's good, you can tell him, you know. And usually after I do that, I usually mute, because they might mute me, and it's also a little bit like passive aggressive in a way that I just, you know, I mean, it's not flaming really, I just tell him to W, but I like spam like 2 times W. So there is that. Of course, he says no point. He says no point when it's so much healing and I can actually pressure a lot better in the tower. Usually in situations like this, then I don't argue, just mute and try to play my game. And yeah, just slow push. Same thing, slow push. She wants the cannon. Woke up. She wants the cannon. She doesn't. So you guys can see I don't even give XP. So I'm like, here, she wants the cannon, but she's not gonna have the experience of the cannon. Look at me. You guys see that? Like, I just, Kha'Zix is dead. So right now we just, so here you guys can pay attention to this. We have a big wave. They are like half HP, so they are relatively diveable right now. He's pinging on my way. I ping assistance on his head. I ping assistance bot lane, and right here I usually try to type like that. I mean dive, not just, you know, assistance. But right now he's coming, so I don't need to type anything. Trying to actually punish them as much as possible right here. Going on an angle where I can double like that. They make a big mistake to stay in the tower. Can we do it, or are we gonna die? Walking up here. I don't want to hit the tower here. I just want like a normal slow fight here. Q, W, back off. Like, she can't really do much right here, right? She really can't. She can't really do. Say thank you for following, ping. Thank you. We can see that they're like super behind. He's pinging the Drake here, so I can't really go for the wave. They just respawn, and Vayne is still base, so I should just immediately go for the Drake here. But since I knew that the Kha'Zix can't really be bot lane, I just told Milio, please go there. Graves can get the Drake after. So this is usually greedy if you don't know where is the jungle. This wave is quite greedy because they are like here already on bot lane. And if you move to the Drake after and the Nami is already in the lane, it's greedy. But in this specific situation, we knew what is the jungle, so this is why I did it. And then now they're actually freezing. So pushing that wave is in general a mistake, right? Like, you got the kills. You got the kills right here. Okay, you got the plate. They're having that timer. We don't have a big wave in the tower. It is a cannon wave, and the plate is not even that low. Just this wave is anyways pushing into you. So just go Drake. Stay for like 10 auto attacks or something, maximum 7 to 10, because Vayne is still dead, so you have a lot of room. Then recall, come back to the lane. Wave is coming into you. Like, this is like a little bit greedy for sure. Milio should immediately move. He should not stay here. He should go with Graves, especially because they have prior mid lane. So they could have played this actually. And then right now this I call this a grandmaster mistake. A human, like a grandmaster challenger player, will always punish me here. But if you do master, like, it's such a subtle mistake that I think even master players won't punish. But yeah, you should not grid for the waves. That's like at the degree of that mistake, don't grid for waves. And now actually stay because they have a freeze, and I have decent mana, decent HP. I have ult, and I know that we're really strong by default with this matchup. I try to sneak to the brush. I don't ult. I look at the HP of the Drake. Really important to ping as well. Really important to move your camera right there. And now I have ulti. I do the backup ulti, which is basically if I don't hit the first target, I hit the second target. I use the ulti like this. So if I don't hit this guy, I hit this guy. I hit the Vayne, woke up. Even if you don't kill her and she's like low, we can stay. So it's really good. Nafari was here, but again, think about it. Even if Graves wasn't following, And Mali was here when we just chunk this guy. It's so good because then we can pressure. Then they die, and it's like close to so hard. It's so hard to play, right? And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It's like if you are playing in a human rank, draft matters, you know. But if you're playing in Emerald, I mean, if you can pick a better champion in the draft, that's fine. But it's not gonna be okay. I lost because of the draft. That's kind of shit. That's kind of like not true, right? 29 farm for the Vayne, 63 farm for the Ashe. Now, what am I gonna buy? I mean, I have 2.7 gig gold, so I'm probably not gonna go boots. I mean, boots are decent on Ashe in this meta, but after, yeah, it's just not worth of the nerf. I take static shift. They don't have many tanks. I'm gonna go static shift here, go back to the laning phase as fast as possible, use my E, and then ping the word that I see here. I saw the wave coming into me because I'm looking at the wave as I'm walking to the lane, and now I am doing what? Obviously, I'm doing with the static shift, I'm just pushing, right? Like, this is just very simple. Pushing. It's like so hard for them to play. It is so difficult. Kha'Zix is mid, so I can do whatever I want in this lane. So I see Vayne there. I see she's on attack. She can't dodge here. She has no tumble. She's actually putting herself in an angle where she can't really dodge. Try to dodge that Nami bubble. Unfortunately, the Milio didn't ulti. If the Milio is human, he ults me. Well, if I'm human, I actually step back here better. Or I just flash over it. But they still have condemned, so it's not good to actually flash over it because I'm getting condemned range. But if he ults me, I can get like 2 or 3 auto attacks. I'm not gonna kill Vayne, but she's gonna be like 20% HP again, which is actually a big deal if you really think about it. Then I perma push because Kha'Zix is top lane, and anyways we can win 2v3. And now I do whatever I want. I try to W on both of them, as we can see right here. Try to go to tower. I ping because right now I don't know what is the Syndra. But actually a little bit face checking. This is why I'm a bit paranoid. As we can see, I stay behind the Amelia. He's just face checking everything. It's just crazy. I just make sure they don't really have words. I forgot to actually change my sweeper. Sweeper is good. The first recall you get a normal word. And then right now I use my E. I try to see if they are still in the lane. Vayne is not in the lane, so I just push it immediately. I don't know if she fake recall. Yeah, she fake recall. She actually made me push. But anyways, there is not much she can do right now. Because even if I push one wave, we can punish so hard. So right now she W's me. That's really good Milio. We can see that there is a point to W the Ashe in this lane. There is a point. And then I double, like auto attack. Even if I tank these tower shots, it's so difficult for them to play. Kha'Zix actually shows up top lane. So I can legit do whatever I want, okay? Look at this. I can legit do whatever I want in this lane. Then I perma push. No, they want to recall, so please walk up, ulti them. Like, don't let them breathe. My positioning is really aggressive compared to where are my minions. Now I don't have that much mana, but if I have mana for 1Q, I just believe we just straight up winning. Good W by the Milio, dodging that. Here I just try to punish them a little bit. It's really difficult for Vayne to actually farm. I mean, she's also not staying max range, and she ends up dying right here. This is so hard to play. So hard to play. Then, what do? I just push. Vayne is still dying. I don't really care about Kha'Zix. I'm gonna push. Vayne didn't even spawn. And then right now what I do here is really interesting. I try to ulti because this Nami is actually positioning very poor. Like, I don't know why she's clicking up here. So what I do is that I act like I don't want to push, which is dumb, of course. But I go in fog of war because this is the range of the tower, right? So if I ulti here, she doesn't actually see it. So she got really lucky that she dodged it. But her clicking is so... And this happens a lot, like... I don't know, on UNE it happens a lot. I think on AOS, maybe in Emerald it happens, but... Like, why do you click up here? I could have just ulted here, but I wanted to be fog of war to ulti because maybe she had some plan that Kha'Zix is behind. So here I was like, okay, that's why she's confident. It's super obvious. Like, it's super obvious. If I hit that ulti, we can just kill her and then back off. Kha'Zix has to come into us. The tower is already dead, but now it's too deep. Then I take the tower. He's actually escaping. Try to W him, of course. Ping on my way that I want to actually save him. We got the first tower. And then right now, obviously, I'm gonna get boots because I'm gonna go mid lane. There is no reason for me to go to mid lane right here. I ping Nafari to go bot. If he doesn't go bot, then I will go bot lane because the Vayne is gonna push. I push one wave bot. I push the deep wave till the second tower. So I basically push that wave and then go back to mid lane. But in the case where he's moving, then I just want to stay on the mid lane. We go for the Drake. Nami is on the top lane. Nothing crazy. I do not have ulti. Then I go to mid lane. The reason why I go this early on mid lane and I'm not staying more is because I see Syndra pushing the mid wave and I know this is actually secured. So I go to actually check this again. This is a mistake having sweeper on Ashe at this point in time. Should have a normal trinket. I take this wave as fast as possible. Pay attention to my positioning as well. Here is always towards the brush, always towards the graves. I'm paying attention to graves, never staying on the left because I know that left Kha'Zix can be there. I'm looking for an ultimate very soon. With taking vision, I'm hovering my teammates, always being in the triangle of my teammates, always being like close to my teammates. Then I ping on my way. I don't want to ulti immediately because this guy can just, you know, flash. So what I do is that I walk up with the movement speed. I try to W first, right? There's no reason to ult W, and then walk up, and then I just want to hit. And then now I want to ulti because it's so hard. Like once you're here, you can't dodge like this, and this is so hard as well. So now she's gonna condemn me. Ideally, I should have spaced on the condemn so she doesn't condemn me. I think a challenger player will do it if you play Sash. But yeah, I wasn't good enough there, unfortunately. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to improve as well, and I'm here to improve my gameplay. They're fighting right there. Nothing really I can do because we got a kill here, and then I go mid. Like there's no play right there. I push mid and I stick on their angle. They do face check a little bit, and I'm always like ready to follow. Like now, I see they're there. I'm hovering with my camera. Try to W, but I see this is a 3 versus 1, 3 versus 3 potentially, but we don't have ult, my ult in particular. It's quite important. So yeah, we just push and we don't really do anything crazy. We can't really keep pushing because we don't have resources. I'm gonna get like two auto attacks on the tower, but then that's it. And then here I'm gonna act like really confident, again hovering on the top side angle right here with Emilio. He's taking that plant. I'm gonna get a little bit of like right here I actually space a little bit good on her. We're actually starting grubs, so there is that. W, I hit it. Then I dodge that, left. And then now I know we have Emilio. So I can do wherever I want here. W as well. So this is like a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Then I woke up here and I'm super confident. Usually I would go just for the grubs or for the herald. But obviously in this specific case, I can stay close to the brush, pressure. We have so much range with Emilio ulti. So this should be quite decent. W, I hit. I think I actually got the raptor. I'm really aggressive. Like this is how, like if you want to convert to your lead and you have like an enchanter like this, you can play super aggressive, especially with Emilio. So I'm like knowing my limits extremely well. Graves is actually invading on the top side, so I should position it right here, which I'm doing. Emilio is not. He's playing on the Nafari side. And this one right here, this is my mistake. Here I just got greedy. But ulti and barrier. I can kite again. Okay, this is my mistake. Like I should not push this deep. I should have been like left hand side. They're making a play top lane. I have decent gold, so I should stay mid, keep pushing mid, get prio, but don't really do this. Of course, the Emilio ulti was really bad. Like he should just ult now. He doesn't ult me. He probably like ulted for healing. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not judging him. He's just he doesn't really know how to play Emilio, right? He just doesn't know how support works. I mean, he knows at some degree. Like if this is like super high elo, he saves me there. But at the same time, if this is super, like, if I am super high elo, I'm not there at that point. So it's like, it's his mistake, but it was my mistake in the first place. Because like if I'm human and I deserve a better rank and I deserve better, I'm gonna play it better. I'm not gonna die there. So it's like GG. But if he's better, he's gonna deserve a better rank. He will play it better. So it's like at the end of the day, you will still anyways climb if you deserve to on the long term, and your job shouldn't be to climb, it should be to improve. So yeah, just my bad, like just my mistake. The fact that he could have saved me doesn't change the fact that I made a mistake. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm going mid, bot lane and top lane. I mean, we can't really go there, the waves are too deep. I'm just going mid. What do I do mid? I'm just gonna play around my jungle. I'm gonna try to get prio right here. I try to get a little bit of damage on this guy. I woke up really hard. Like I see this like so much, like people don't know how to walk up. Like now they're probably gonna recall, gonna go in the tower. I'm walking up really hard. Like look at this, look at my positioning. Like I want to stop recalls. I want to be there. I want to, you know, even if I tank a little bit of the minions, it's really important to actually know your limits. That was really good by them. And then now I just thought I'm gonna die. W, back off, because the Renekton has 2 E's, EE. And I'm backing off. I'm hovering them. Don't back off, don't recall. I have ulti in second. Vayne is pushing bot lane. There is that, but I just want to hover. Because if we get mid lane, it's pretty good. And then now I just wanted to get the red buff, back off. No reason to do anything really crazy. Take the red buff, then recall. No reason to stay here. I could have just ulted the Vayne, but I don't want to take a flip. Go back to mid lane because Nafari should be going bot lane. Then now I can just ulti on the mid lane very soon. We take the mid lane. I see Graves that is patting towards the Drake. So I'm doing the same thing that I need to do in the mid game. Use my E's and hovering my jungle. Use my E's and hover my jungle. Use my E's and hover my jungle. I push this wave and then I just try to stay around my Graves. As you guys can see, positioning is really close to the wall because I don't want to get Syndrad from the left hand side. I take this tower. I could ulti, but this ulti is such a garbage ult. I don't know where the people are. And if I miss it, it's anyways a low reward. It's not like we're gonna get any objective. I'm gonna start the Drake, and if they contest Drake, I keep my ulti. This ulti is just a platinum ulti. Like someone that is platinum ulti, but it's really bad. I could just ulti now, but this is so bad. Like, just get Drake. There is no reason, even if this looks good, because I have ult, it's not. Like, there is no reason for us to get that kill. We can take the Drake without taking the Syndra. If we take Syndra and then Kazi and enemy jungle is like around, we can't take Drake after. So it's better to just start the Drake. Don't make the play, and I even ping this if you guys saw. Like here I'm like, fuck you. What is this bronze decision making? Just back. And of course, if he keeps going, maybe I follow. But I just don't want to do stupid stuff. I stay a little bit for the Drake. I see Nafari is there. Gonna push the mid lane. And I'm gonna check my item. Because obviously getting the item is important. Okay. I'm gonna get the item. Recall right here. Boom. Buy the Kraken Slayer. Ping. On my way, going mid lane again. Top lane is fighting, so I'm most likely gonna just go to top lane. So here, right here, I could just push mid lane, or I could just go top lane. This is my mistake, right? Because there is no tier 2, so there is no reason for me to push mid. Pushing mid lane this way doesn't pressure anything, because we can't really get it. I should have just gone top, ulti, try to ulti right here, because I thought that they still see Graves, but yeah, this is my bad. I should immediately go to top lane. If there was tier 2, I can push mid with Melio for tier 2. But anyways, we didn't have much information about Kha'Zix and the others, so it was just much better to immediately move towards top lane here. I actually pushed the wave mid lane because it was really close to us, which is not usually a bad play and a worse thought process to just prioritize the wave, but in this case it was just more valuable, and it was free kill to go top because they were so overextended there. Okay, we end up getting them, but we actually lost 2 people. It was 2 for 2. This is not good. I tried to actually push them away a little bit because now this is actually their time to do something. We have Graves dead here. I push mid lane, and then now we're just gonna try to go a little bit on the Vayne. I hover my teammates, then get prior to mid lane, but I know Syndra could be here, so I need to be very, very, very careful. Then I just recall 800 gold, decent gold for the longsword. I don't know why I actually get, because I don't want to get Terminus here. Just want to get Bloodthirster again, just because it's good defensive and offensive item. I mean, Infinity Edge is really good as well, but they have Kha'Zix, Renekton, and Syndra. Now I actually don't make that mistake again, and I ulti, but in this case there are 3 people. I get my ultimate, so let's see what's gonna happen here. Going. Okay, good W. Okay, good ult. This is like crazy damage. This is just crazy damage. This is crazy damage. Well played to her, actually. Got a bit too excited right there. Now I'm gonna back off. I'm not gonna return back. It's like, I'm just gonna die, right? I'm just gonna stay in W range. She has QE. She has blue buff. She has Nami. She has Imperial Mandate. We just back off. We just back off and chill. I'm hovering my teammates, so I'm not like instantly recalling. Because I know that Melio W can heal me, and I'm having decent amount of HP. So let's see what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna push mid, and after I push mid right here, I am going to go recall. Then I'm like, okay, let me push one more wave here, because I saw Syndra being top lane. I push that, I recall, but then I'm like, okay, they're actually really walking up quite stupidly on mid lane, so I'm just gonna ulti. I saw that they're going to go on that guy. I ulted, so my ulti is like really good, especially because it's here. Like if I don't hit one guy, I will definitely hit someone else, right? I ulted on that angle. Like it's better to ulti here or here. Just ulti here. And then this happens. Let's see if she dies. Okay. Looks close. He heals. Graves gets caught. Gragas TP behind. Okay. Then I ping the Baron. They don't follow, so then we go for the Drake. Drake is actually a better call because it's the soul. And now what do? I just push mid lane because Drake is not even spawned right now, and I'm staying really, really close to the wall. Pay attention to this because this is Kha'Zix. Look at this. Look at positioning. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to my positioning. Like I'm pretty close to the wall, right? I'm not like going like that. Really important because there is Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix can just jump on you. Like millimeters like this, centimeters like this, their positioning can actually matter a lot. Then Kha'Zix wants to go in. I just want to double him. W. I know he can actually go on us, so I just want to go on him really hard. Then he actually end up getting the ulti, W flash. Good, really good. Like I just needed to kill that Syndra. Like they got Drake, but now it's just so difficult I immediately ping the Baron. Like, this is important, right? Because I see in low elo a lot, like, you take the Drake and now people push mid. Like, don't, like, immediately ping the Baron, right? Immediately ping the Baron. Immediately ping the Baron. Don't push mid lane then ping the Baron, because of course, if you do that, then people like Milio and Gragas, they will just get very tunnel vision on pushing mid lane. Which is kind of embarrassing though. If you're like, this is like master tier, and they still don't know how Baron works and mid-game conversion. Now I usually don't like to push this wave top, because it screws up the tempo of the team. They're just gonna recall now and they'll be mid. We can play him on 3-1, even 4-0-1 is fine. So why am I pushing this wave? I can even get TP behind and die. But in this specific case, I had a reason. I mean, I just really wanted to get my Bloodthirster, and now I actually got it. But in hindsight, I could have actually sold my dagger that is like so useless anyways here. So now I should have been with them and I should just ulti already. So yeah, this tempo is again, usually it's a Grandmaster mistake. Like, ooh, pay attention to these guys. I see Syndra. I know if I hit it, she's staying in the middle of the lane. Usually this ult don't miss. I ult, I get it, and now it's just so difficult for her to like do something. So I kill, and now it's GGBG. So 220 farm in 25 minutes. Vayne couldn't do shit because we had really good wave management, really good macro. We knew when to commit to the fight. We knew, like, I made some mistake on mid lane and I got caught. There is that. And I missed some ultimates. Definitely. Like, I didn't play perfect, but I play like extremely well in my opinion. And this Vayne, I mean, she's one level behind, but I think she's like so behind the rest of the gold. Like, we're gonna see very soon if I press tab. We're just ending the game. It's just over. It's just over. Like, Vayne can't do shit. It's like, you pick a bad champ and you're not like significantly better than your opponent, then it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very difficult. Like here, she was 1-6, 130 farm, 233 farm, not playable. 1 item against 3, not playable. Like, yes, you can win a game like this if you're Vayne, but you gotta make sure you don't play in super high elo, because in super high elo, the Ashe is gonna be human. She'll punish you. Okay, so it's that simple. So let's see the damage. The damage is not so relevant because it's like a 20-something minutes game. 16,000 damage. The Vayne did the Vayne did 1.8 kills. This is why I did what I did to her, with perfect wave management, perfect macro, absolutely just impossible for her to play. And this is master. This is not bronze. Okay, this is not emerald, or this is master tier. Okay, so, and she couldn't do shit. Wave management, positioning, recall timings, fundamentals in the lane phase, and of course knowing how to convert the lead, into a win. GG BG. This was super clean game. Thank you so much guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this kind of content, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.